Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Papercrafts Facebook group. And don't forget the Sweet Pea Papers coffee shop, and it's one of those ko-fi links. And all of those links are going to be below the video, so don't freak out. This is my design team project for LineDotArrow. And so all of Natalie's links and the design team links and everything are going to be below as well. Every week on Saturday, this is a challenge month, so every week on Saturday, except for the last week. So the first 3 Saturdays, let me just start over. The first 3 Saturdays of the month, Natalie's going to be releasing a challenge video. And that's a project that you can do with the challenge papers, which are free. You can get the challenge papers. I think I called them freebies in the first video, and that's wrong. They're the challenge papers. And you can get them in all 6 groups that are participating this month in the challenge. And the links to those are going to be below so that you can get your free challenge papers. Now, you don't have to use just the free papers. You can use the free papers and the kits. There's 2 kits this month. They're both going to be on sale for 40% off at the LineDotArrow Etsy shop. Guess what? That link's below as well. So, sorry about my voice. It's really gone wonky this morning. And I think that's it for everything so far. Oh, there's a drawing at the end of the month. There's 6 drawings actually, and to get in the drawings, all you have to do is post pictures of your makes. They just need to use the papers, the challenge papers, or a combination of the papers, and please let us know what you used in your post, because if you use the kits or the combination of the kits and the challenge papers in your post, then you get 2 entries into the drawing for every post. If you just use the challenge papers, then you get 1 drawing into the, or 1 entry into the drawing. I told you, not only is my voice wonky, but my brain is wonky. Okay, so this is video 2. Video 1, we inked everything. We got everything cut apart the way we want. We papered the 2 that we needed to get papered before we glued it together. Put the magnets on for this one. We're going to do, in this video, we're going to finish putting it together. We're going to put the magnets on for these 2 flaps. And, yeah, and then, oh, these little beads are going to make noise. And then we're going to paper this. And then we'll see how much time we have left. I don't have anything else set aside, but I can always put you on pause and find something. So let's glue these together so that we can put the magnets on. So when we glue these 2 together, we're only going to put glue in the area between these 2 brown lines in the gusset area. And that's all. Otherwise, we won't have flaps. We'll just have extra ink lines. I'm putting a little bit more glue because it's holding this whole piece onto this piece with just that little thin area. Okay. Then you want to lay them even. Make sure that it's folded correctly, that it's not like that, but that it's like this. If you need to, pull this out with your fingers as you're gluing it down. Oops. And see, that's why we inked along everything, because once you put it together, you can't ink it. Okay, and these will go back. That will go like that. Okay, so let's get our magnets on. We're going to do these first because these are shorter than this. Well, they're not, are they? They're crooked is what they are. But they don't look crooked here. Alrighty then. But see right there, it looks crooked. It should be even. Alright. Let's put the magnets on. Gonna get more tomorrow, hopefully. That's what Amazon said. Oh, shoot. And there, I just broke one. I save all the little pieces to use in the mini journals, but still I really couldn't afford to break one. I have enough pieces, that's for sure. It's harder to do when the stack gets smaller. There we go. That's why I always try to get some and then stick them onto there. I don't like getting that low on magnets. Okay, now we're going to lay these flat like this when we put these magnets on, because if not, they'll slide and you don't want that. Because if we hadn't done it this way, when we turned this, it would have tried to slide. We don't want that. Okay, so we've got that glued to that. Get the magnets on there. I'm going to paper this. Oh yeah, we should have enough time to do something to... How did I manage to glue those two? Oh, I didn't. To do something to this, so I'll have to pause. Yeah, I didn't realize that was only going to be 5 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to go by the text and not the roses. The roses kind of look like, you know, some of them go up and some of them go down. Now, what do I want? Do I want this? No, I think I want the music paper. And I'm going to line it up even with the one below. And then I'm going to pull it up. Yeah, you can still see the title. All right. So this one has a tab, so we want to go here. Oh, I didn't stamp the tabs. Alright, well, we'll cut this one and then we'll stamp the tabs. I think we could probably do it with this paper on. Now I'm all sniffly. That was half. My t-shirt says, "Being tired has become part of my personality." My friends on chat will appreciate that. We chat at night, and I get pretty sleepy. I have a sleeping disorder as well, so I can fall asleep without knowing it. So they have to tell me if I fall asleep so I can get off chat and get out of my computer desk chair. We don't want any hazardous objects around if I fall asleep, because I just fall asleep instantly, and sometimes I don't realize even after I've woken up. But anyway, so I saw this shirt and I thought, perfect. So I have to wear it tonight. And you see me turn that around to make sure it was right side up. I'm just goofy. Do I need to stamp the tabs? Well, there's just the two. We'll see how well I can get the stamp pad underneath. I don't know why I didn't get out the stuff for pages 2 and 3, or 5 or at least 5. You know, it would be easy to do. It'd be 6 and 7. We could do that. We could pick that out fairly quickly. Yeah, I think we better. Let's see. Oh, it isn't long enough. Maybe I'll just stamp it in the center. That's what I'll do. I should have done it before I put the paper on. And see how well I did. Let's see. I want it to be this way. See, if I could have put it down farther, which I could have done if I'd have papered it afterwards, then I could have stamped down here and you wouldn't have seen it, but you would have seen the better part of the stamp. Which it's fine. Don't get me wrong, it's fine, but... I'm jamming out again in the background. And you hold it for a second to make sure the ink gets on there. And kind of rub it to make sure you've got an even distribution. And this has text on it plus decoration, just like this has text on it plus, you know, decoration. That's why I chose that stamp. Now it almost looks like I should stamp this, but it's going to be covered with paper, so don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, now, do I want to put this butterfly down here? I don't think so. It's too different than the other one. I think I'll put this here. Let's do the width first, which should be half, but okay, let's line this up with that. And then we'll mark this even with this one. So then we'll cut the width first. Which, like I said, it should be half. And it is. Now let's do the height. Alright, so we'll cut that one there. And we'll put this one here like so. We don't have to trim it or anything. Okay. Okay. Now I wished I had gotten something other than other than coffee to drink. If I hear that little tap, then I know I've gotten glue on the glass surface. And while Fabri-Tac is still wet on the glass surface, you can just rub it and it'll roll up into little, like little glue balls. And you can just take them right off the surface. So that's nifty neato. You want to make sure that this end of this tag is at the top corner. That also makes sure that the whole thing, the frame, is all the way around correctly as well. You want to line it all up. We didn't stamp this, and we didn't stamp that. So we're going to have to do that. So now here's the question. Do I want to stamp it so that it's right side up when you flip it down, which is backwards from all these? Or do I want to turn it around and stamp it the same and have it upside down when you flip it down? Stamp this right side up. It's going to get a different part of the stamp anyway. Oh, that's upside down. Oh, I can't do that. I just put that paper on too. Duh. What if I do it with this swirly swirl? Look at that. It's just the same size as the tab. Okay. I'm just going to change stamps. You know, I thought this, oh, I got lotion on. I just thought that, or I just discovered, I thought this was like frosted, and I'm like, what is wrong? Why can't I see through this? Well, it had a tape on both sides, and it made it look frosted, but really it's clear. It was a duh moment for me. So I'm going to try to put this across, straight across the line. Oopsie. And where's my stamp pad? This has a little bit of a cushion to it, but it's still firm. It's a mouse pad from back in the day. And it's black so you don't see the ink that I'm inking all over it most of the time. I've got another really nice one that's got a frog on it, but I don't want to use that for my stamp pad. And that way it won't matter which way it goes. It's just swirlies. Oh yeah, I kind of wish I'd have used that on all of them, to tell you the truth. And then we'll do that on this one. Yeah. Of course it's the same length. I used the same template. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? That and it went right around just like I wanted it to. I actually lined one up straight and the crowd roars. Alright, so now I've got the tabs stamped on both sides. You don't have to do that. You can leave them blank. You can ink them. You can put this paper all the way up on them. You can do whatever you like, of course. It's your project. Can't use different papers though. This is our LineDotArrow papers, so you have to use those. Let's see. So we've got this and our writing area. I don't have any of the ephemera cut out, so I don't know what I've got as far as that's included, or as far as that goes. I don't know what I'm going to do on this page. I'm going to cover these two like I did this. And then I'm going to put a acetate belly band on one and an acetate pocket on the other. And I think what I'm going to do is put the pocket at the bottom and then the belly band up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. So let me find a paper. This one's pretty. There's more flowers on this one. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, so the height's going to be right just like it was before. So we just need to cut the width. Well, I mean the height for the whole page. We don't have to, we'll have to match the flowers up like we did the stamp on the front one. It's now 2:30 in the morning. I thought it was later. I thought it was about 4:30. Okay. this is going to go on the top one. This is going to go on the bottom one. We're going to line this up, and then we're going to take just this little smidge off so that we have our border around the bottom. Okay, so we'll ink those. You want to make sure you get this one right side up because there is a little tiny touch of that flower there. You want to get that all lined up. So in fact, I think I'll put the bottom one on first. Well, I guess I have to take a drink of coffee. I don't like to drink anything but coffee until at least 3:30 in the morning anyway. But I don't think I'm going to make it. Maybe I'll drink some juice. Got some orange juice. I've got some, what is that? Blueberry with acai or acai. Just some sort of extra something. ACAI. Another one of those words I don't know how to pronounce, like KO-FI, coffee, Ko-Fi. I think it's coffee. Like a play on the spelling, I think. Now the acetate that I use is just pages. I bought a pack of 100 overhead projector sheets. They're just the clear overhead projector sheets. I like them because they're a little bit thicker than buying just acetate. Okay, so that's pretty. Of course, I just smeared some glue across there. That's just from when I was in the hospital and they stabbed me with a second IV, which I'm not really sure why they needed one way over there. They put one here like they were supposed to, then they put another one way over there. I don't know. I put tons of lotion on too, and my skin still looks all weird. Weird. This pocket's not going to be that tall. I'm going to go for, I think, 2 inches. We could put some lace on both of them. That would be nice. Shoot. Wait for that glue to get down there. I'm going to fill it up after this video. I like to keep my glue full as long as I've got, you know, a glue bottle to fill it with. Definitely don't want to accidentally get glue on this, the front of this pocket. With acetate, as long as this isn't black, you won't see the acetate. Where did all that glue come from? Sometimes if you get it right away with your thumbnail, it'll come right off. That was too thin to do that right there. Oh, it's on my fingers. Okay. We'll do this 1 inch wide. And then we'll do it at hairs. That tall. mark that on the wrong side or cut it on the wrong side or something. Cut it on the wrong side. Yeah, let me make this an inch wide. I think I'm going to like it 1 1/4 better. Yeah. You have to squish all the air out before you zip up the Ziploc bag, or else they don't all fit in the drawer. I'm just saying. So you're an hour early, bud. It's not time yet. Not time yet on this. He's so cute. He's looking up at me and his ears are standing straight up because he's got his head tipped back. Normally one is up and one is down because he's half Chihuahua and half Dachshund. He's got one Chihuahua ear and one Dachshund ear. That's what I call it anyway. Then we'll put a piece of the lace right across the center of this one. You'll still be able to see the plastic above and below the acetate, but that's okay because we needed to make it that tall to make sure it holds whatever we put in there in. So let's make sure we stay towards the center. Oh, they're playing Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. You know, I saw him in concert. It was so cool because he didn't have a band. He had some backup singers and I believe a drummer. I think he had a drummer. I don't know. I was 16. It was a long time ago. And that was all. He had all these keyboards, all these different keyboards that he played, and they all made everything sound like everything was playing at the same time. It was really cool. Probably had some backing tracks now that I'm older and I know about such things. Okay. And then we might put a ribbon across there. I might put a white or cream colored ribbon across there and then put a little thin brown one in there too. We'll have to see. I'll have to take a look. Okay, so we're at our 45 minutes or so. And so I'm going to, why is that so crooked? Wow, look at that. I didn't even notice it. Let's get this taken off. Get our pocket off. And I'll just repaper it right over the top. There's our pocket and there's our acetate. And then I'll just repaper this right over the top with this side of the paper because it's a little bit wider. I didn't cut it wide enough, I guess is what I did. So I'll just put that right over the top. Cut it wider. Yeah, it looks like I cut it crooked too. A little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. What did I do before? It's the folder. Yeah. So I'll just repaper that right over the top of that. I'll add the pocket and the belly band back on, which they won't fit now because they won't be, no, that's right, they'll fit. Okay, and it's this one that may not, it won't be wide enough. It's okay, I think. All right, and so I'll do that by the time we come back from the next video. I'll have this completed and we'll take a look at it and see what happened. And let's see. I just can't move that around too much or it's going to show the paper underneath, you know, one side or one corner or the other. So I just have to be careful. Okay, all right, so I'll take care of that. There's no way I was leaving it like that. And I didn't want to pull the paper off because it'll rip the manila folder. I could have gotten the paper off part of it, but it wasn't worth it. We'll just paper right over the top of it. Okay? Alright, well, I'll see you in the next video. And that will be just the day after tomorrow. Unless today's Friday, then it'll be on Monday. Okay? Alright, I'll see you then. Thanks.